frostbite to me.
That's all. Say nothing but frostbite.
Are you good to go? Are we?
Hey,
Frostbite.
Welcome to episode 39 of the V&M podcast. I want to say thank you to last week's sponsor, Scuba at Glencar Deliveries. Thanks very much, Scuba. Much appreciated the support towards me and Vincent and the V&M podcast. How are you, Vincent?
I'm good, Martin. As Marty says, the support's brilliant, and we've got a good podcast coming out on Wednesday night for you. So keep a wee eye on that.
We special.
We special, aye. But to this week, we've got a very special guest on.
Joe?
As you can see, Joe's on with us this week in episode 39. And just a wee shout out to our sponsor this week, Mafa.
Shop Kudadasi. If you want to get your all your sports gear, everything, go on to Shop Kudadasi on Instagram.
He's been learning that all week.
Aye, I know why. I'm not going to spell it, but thank you very much. They sent us lovely runners, and Porrick has them on there behind camera. I don't have them on tonight because they're in a box.
Fair play to them for sponsoring the show, though. And as Marty says, if you are looking for any sports gear, any runners, top quality at such low price and very fast delivery by Glencar Delivery.
Gucci handbags and everything.
Hi, get on and give him a
Valentine's
shout
Day.
on Instagram. Porrick, put up here, can you, Porrick?
Down here now. Joe.
Joe, how you doing? Sorry, we just had to get that there out of the way.
That's the most sensible I've seen you in the last.
I know why.
Very sensible. This is a sensible podcast.
No, it's not. How's it going, sir?
Good. Good to be here.
First of all, thanks for coming on.
No bother.
We
No bother.
appreciate
Pay is good.
Hey, it's good there to share your story. What's happening, anyway?
Living the life.
Living the
on.
life.
Yeah.
I've wrote up there Joe Gibbons from Glen Swally. I don't know why I wrote that on it.
Churchill.
Especially when I'm from Churchill.
Is it Churchill?
Kind of all the one. But
What a spot Churchill is, boy.
It's all the one now, isn't it?
the Rock Bar and Lounge. You remember that place, Marty?
I do, sure do.
The Rock, that's right.
I was on it one night.
What's there now?
It's still there.
Is it?
There's nothing on it.
No.
No, didn't open since.
Marty closed her.
I was out one day.
That's a 21st, isn't it?
Noel McDavid. Out chasing a horse. I fucking cycling.
The only man ever barred from the Rock.
Oh, hey.
Uh,
Mine has it at 21st. Not one night I was years ago, but it's not open now anymore, is it?
no.
No.
Fuck. Cobwebs on it just.
The Wilkins Bar now instead.
Aye.
That's hometown. Huh? Joe, you ran a marathon
Ran a marathon.
battling cancer the one time.
Aye, well, the cancer story was kind of done and dusted at that stage. And it was always kind of part of the plan to run the New York Marathon. So we kind of thought we would kill two birds with one stone and tell our story,
Yeah.
which kind of went a wee bit crazy, to be honest. I thought a few people would hear it, but kind of went mad in Donegal, you know.
That's a fucking mad story, to be fair. Eh?
Did you run marathons before the New York one?
2018,
Oh, you
ran a
did?
marathon in Dublin in memory of Manus Kelly.
Oh, right. Very good.
So we finished up early in the Gaelic that year and took a mad notion with limited training.
Tell me, is it fucking horrible? Marathon, like? Tell the truth now.
Well, if you enjoy the last 5 kilometres, you're not going hard enough, anyway.
No.
Tight, I would say.
Tight.
The last 5 miles, just horrible stuff.
Is it?
Ah,
Dirty, just everything drained out of you. And
body squealing out, and you just hoping to hit 26 mile, and then you could enjoy the last wee bit. You can't even enjoy that.
How long is it? How long did it take you to do the
To the Dublin's 3:17.
That's tight, boys.
No,
oh, jeez, that's terrible.
Huh? Where would
Fuck
you?
that. You said now, I'm definitely not going for a marathon. Half marathon, aye, but see that dirty feeling for 5.
so is this me? You telling me now you're signing up to the Donegal half marathon
Yeah, well, I don't know. When's it on?
end August?
And,
Not the fucking hope that they're running any. You heard to do a marathon.
There you are.
half that man's fucking stag do. Fuck.
Not the hope you.
A half marathon.
Have you
Of
got
course
to
I
see?
fucking would, sir.
There you are now. He reckons you're not able.
How long is it? How long is a half marathon? So obviously,
13.
Half.
what is it?
13 mile.
13 miles!
What's that in kilometers?
22.
Oh, is it?
22 kilometres.
Would you do that, Mappa?
If I train for it, I would. Something, but it's after your stag do. So.
And then what's a full marathon then? Up
42 or 21, sorry, the half.
Just half, does it?
22. Just half.
42 kilometers. Shit, that's tight.
Is it?
Jesus.
We're getting a rundown here now, Mappa. Martha sweating.
Boys, 42 kilometres. I don't know, is that far, that long? Like, that's tough going. What kind of,
Here to Derry.
is that what it is? What kind of training is involved? In just like, what? How many days a week are you talking?
5, 6 days.
Is it?
You wouldn't get away with less than 5, wouldn't you?
Fuck me.
Not to try and break 3 hours, like.
Jeez, a lot of commitment that, hey?
A lot of commitment, a lot of miles.
Jesus.
Fuck me. What
But
about
listen, and saying that, you'll probably train for a marathon in 8 hours a week training, in my opinion. You know, that's 3 hours on a Sunday and 5 hours during the week.
that's fucking mad. This is good for us, man. We make it get that double chin off you.
I would think about that half one, I'm blind to you, but geez, that's tight there, that full marathon.
Your nutrition then too, you'd have to fucking...
I would be definitely the wrong boy to chat to with that, Marty.
You just eat shit.
So would he. Or,
He's running shit. No, plenty of boys like them. Funny there. Hey? And Timmy? Jeez, that
the only
mate
push his mic go that way, but Pete, he's...
this year? Oh, there? Is that okay? Cut that part. Hey? Yeah, but you just eat shit.
Oh, bad.
It'd probably make the last 5k or last fucking thing easier if you didn't eat normal, would it?
Remember, I was telling Danny Mooney about a problem cramping up. He told me about these wee salt chassis you get, you know. So I said, I tried one of them at the training run, it was grand. So I said, I'll take 2 or 3 anyway. I said,
You shit yourself, did
no,
you?
I put them in my pocket. I said, if I need them, I need them. So anyway, I got the 23 miles, but on one, 23 and a half miles, but on another.
Oh, yeah.
When I got the 25 mile, I was trying to push into the pocket to see if there was any more, but there was no
Way the fuck. You still sore from it?
No. We recovered, not too bad. Not too bad.
You mentioned Danny Min there. He's a big trainer now, doesn't he?
He'll be kind of elite. That's what
He
amateur boys.
trains a friend of mine too, doing the mountain run. Like, he must be very good.
Well, I wouldn't say that because he gave him a big head, or bigger than it really is.
Just cut that out there.
Just got that out. You want a sponsor, Danny? Give us a show. Sponsor the show, hey?
Joe, take us back into the start of your story and stuff, and find what, like, we were just chatting earlier. We could do a wee bit of research on our guests coming on, just so we know what the crack is like. So, take us back to the start of your journey, finding out. I just want to know, you signed up for the New York Marathon and then you found out, or it was after you, everything was after? All right.
Well, I'd signed up to the Belfast Marathon. This was, I forget now what year it was, 2022. And I was a month away from the marathon, and I passed blood in my urine. One morning, come back from a fairly hard training session, and didn't think it was anything. I said to the missus, she says, I don't think it's anything. But then about 3 days later, I done the same thing again. So I text a friend of mine who's Kieran Rorty, who's the doctor. And he says, same as that, I don't think it's anything, but he says, come on, head up. So I was up and took the bloods and everything looked good. And he says, you're on now and you paid the €50. He says, jump up there and I'll examine you. And I says, no. More or less argued with me, get up, he says. And so when I got up and he says to me, how long have you had a lump in your groin? Well, lumps and bumps, like I didn't even know it was just on the side of my groin. He says, that's a sign of infection. He says, that's one of your glands. So he says, I'll put you an antibiotic for a week.
Just freaking out here.
I know, mates of mine went and
It's
checked
mad,
after, like it was crazy. And he says, I'll put you an antibiotic. He says, I'm sure it's nothing. So I'm back on the following week, exactly 7 days, and told him to work, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And he says to me, that's not going away. He says, you're going to casualty. I says, what? He says, you're going to casualty. So up to casualty, and that night they said they're keeping me. I says, jeez, I'm on here, nothing wrong with me. This is people.
How stubborn man syndrome.
People sick, can't get on. And next morning, doctor come round, says to me, you're going for scans. I says, aye. I says, what are we getting home? First question, of course. He says, I'll be back in the afternoon. Well, I says, come back, because if you don't, I'll not be here.
Jesus.
So he come back on the Friday afternoon, never forget it. And he says, I want to chat to you for a minute. Took me out of the room, down into the nurse's canteen, and he put a wee nurse out from having her lunch. And I thought, this doesn't sound right. He says, sit down. He says, you have a thing called lymphoma. And I says, what's that? Never heard of it. And he says, there's a cancer of your glands. And I says, what?
Some shock.
You have no idea.
No.
He spoke for 10 minutes and never heard a word.
Hey, what was your
Nah.
first thought? You just zoned out, did you?
I just thought I was dead.
Did you? Jesus, you're scared.
I would.
Once you hear the big C word, like it must be fucking. I
Have-
don't know how would the hairs be standing my back.
So, I says, "Are you sure?" And his words were, "If there's an animal in the wood with a trunk," he says, 99 times out of 100 is an elephant. I says, "Jesus Christ. That's ready to run a marathon in 3 years, 10 days time, and he says, you're telling me I have cancer?"
Fucking hell.
You looking to go home?
Me looking to go home.
Fuck me.
So, I'll never forget. And I reached for the bag, right outside the door, and I met Cahill Harvey, the porter. And he says, good stuff, you're getting home, because I'd seen him the day before.
Oh,
And I just burst out crying.
Did you, sir?
I just, poor cat, didn't
didn't
know
know
what
what
to
to
do.
do,
Didn't know
sir.
what to do. So that was it. Had to get a biopsy to confirm what, fairness, Dr. Mulpeter already had told me.
yeah.
So it was just a case of going through the procedure then and getting that done. So they didn't know how long I had it, and I didn't know how long I had it. So they done a thing then called watch and wait. So that was October. Obviously, they didn't allow me to run the marathon. But in May, I decided to run the marathon in Belfast.
Oh, did you go on ahead and do it? Come here, Joe. Did you know you had the lump? No.
But in fairness, I had a marble on the side of my neck, which was another one. And then the more I examined myself and the more they examined myself, it was all lumps.
You were all lumps.
But there were none of them bigger than the size of your thumb. Like.
Jeez, you were freak out though.
Now, the one on my groin,
Was
you could find it clearly after he told me.
and you know sickness, tiredness, nothing.
I was running 100 kilometres a week,
Stash.
you know.
It just goes to show you if you are out there and you aren't feeling, just fucking go get checked. Like it's freaky, isn't it? Book on something tomorrow, man. I'm taking the day off work.
But so was it? Just see when you passed blood. What was your when you done that? Was that what was your first thought then? Because like
Seemingly, if you're training hard,
that's a symptom, is it?
no, if you're training hard, your body can only break down so much blood.
Right.
And because I was training at 6 o'clock in the morning, your body can't break down the blood as quite fast, is what it is. So when I passed the blood in my urine, it was only because I was doing a hard run at 7 o'clock.
That was your first thought then. I saw only media and hard fucking run.
No, well, that was Susanna and Kieran Ortiz thoughts, which was right.
Yeah.
And then it was just, like, he actually texted me afterwards. He says, only you and me knows how close you were. I had my hand on the handle of the door, ready to walk out, and he says,
Without
jump up there.
Right. No, fair.
Goes to show you. Hey?
You know, so scary stuff. You know.
Fucking is scary.
That's fucking. You know what? You took me by surprise there because I don't think I've ever actually talked to anyone that actually was diagnosed and what they went through, and the doctor took you into the canteen and all. You know, it's just so fucking real. Like you just
Listen, I was one of these boys. Like I wasn't at the. Might have been the doctor twice in my life.
I don't be there too much myself.
I've been at him enough in the last 2 years, haven't I?
You know what I mean? Checking every fucking part of your body.
But do you reckon when he said what you have, you just thought him dead straight away? Because like what?
And once you hear big seed, a lot of
once
people.
you hear-
Listen, obviously now I know, but I was one of these people who was probably wrong. But I always thought when you get cancer, you were gone. Like.
Exactly.
You know?
That's the way everybody looks at it. But there's
But
so many
thankfully,
options out there. But
medication and stuff's moved drastically. You know, and it turned out the cancer I had wasn't. If there's such thing as a good one, it's one of the better ones.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's lying. They put it to sleep with me now. It's never going away.
do they not remove it?
Can't remove it.
They can't.
So my glands are all everywhere.
All connected.
Yeah.
Fuck.
My PET scan was lit up like a Christmas tree, like from here up. You know, so they put it after the first chemo, which was absolutely crazy. I could find the lumps going away, like,
Right.
you know.
And come here, see the steps. So you went into the marathon after you got all this done, you fucking crazy cunt.
Went to Belfast and done what was a life goal of mine. I broke 3 hours in May.
You broke the 3 hours.
Broke the 3 hours.
And you were after getting that bad news. Was that a big push towards
Definitely.
the one behind your back, can I say?
Because I thought I'd never ever do another marathon after it. I thought that was it.
The hairs are standing in the back of my head.
It's just because it's so
Would
real.
you phone now, Doc? Now, I get myself checked. But aye, so you did a fucking marathon, and there's people out there probably got news that you got, and they're probably lying in the blanket for fucking weeks thinking about it, and you just get out and get on. Was that kind of?
Suppose you can course on here. I remember saying a very good
wank,
saying.
but as long as I don't wank, is you wanking? Jesus Christ!
Did you cut that part?
I cut that part is right. Sorry, I had to.
I remember a very good saying I got, and it always stuck with me. And I know it's easier said than done, but the Chinese man says, "You worry, you die. You don't worry, you die. Why the fuck you worry?" And that's the way I took it.
Speaking to you seem like you don't. I don't know. Obviously, I would never think what you were thinking through them times, but you look like somebody that's laid back and doesn't worry a lot.
There's no point worrying.
Stress about.
But even before you got the news, like.
No, the only 2 days that really hit me was obviously the first day.
Yeah.
And the evening I got told I needed chemo.
Yeah.
Because I thought that phone call was never going to come.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So fast forward probably from May running a marathon, shaping my life, to finding a wee spot in June on a stag party, sitting at the bar, having a pint, and I thought,
Sitting holding your shoulder.
what's that there? So I had a checkup on Monday or Tuesday, and they took a biopsy of it, and got a text message at dinner time on the Thursday saying, "Can you talk?" And the exact words was to the wife, "It's not too bad because of their texting. Can you talk? They're going to ring me here." So the next thing the phone rang, and he says, "Being on Monday, we're starting chemo on Tuesday."
See, again.
That was the second worst.
You did the marathon on May, and then in June.
It was about 3 days before my birthday, on the 10th, I think about the 7th of June.
Jesus Christ, that's some fucking kickback.
That was some kickback.
And then you went to did another marathon. You're not fucking well in the head.
That's why I come up to you two, boys.
They're right company.
Jesus, that's mad.
That's so. How long ago after that was the New York Marathon?
Almost a year and a half. That was June 22 that I started chemo. So November 22, I finished chemo, and just a week before Christmas, I was told I was in remission. And before I had done the Belfast Marathon, I had checked qualifying times for New York.
Do you have to have qualifying times? You have to be on a certain threshold?
You can go into a lottery, but the lottery is about, I think it's 120,000 looks for 30,000 spots. But you can get a qualifying time. So I had the qualifying time from, as long as I broke 2:54 in Belfast, I was automatically qualified for New York.
And there's a big money to do a marathon.
Dublin's €120. New York was 300.
300.
But it's one of the dears because it's.
See the year and a half. How was your head in that year and a half? Were you sick or anything or what? Or
when the chemo started, listen, the energy was definitely I stopped running, obviously.
Yeah.
The energy, I remember just the longer the chemo went on, the worse I got. And I remember saying to the doctor one day, "Am I getting weaker or is this chemo getting stronger? What's the story?"
Right.
And he says, "No," he says, "nothing's really changed, but the cancer's all dead in you now." But he says, "Now the chemo's killing your good cells."
oh, right.
So I found the longer the chemo went on, because there was very little cancer left in me, the worse I got. I was glad to see the last one.
Chemo's tight, Joe, is it?
Tight stuff.
I reckon it's fucking.
I remember saying to the nurse one day, I says, "What do you put on the gown and the rubber gloves for?" "Oh, geez," she says, "if we got that in our skin," she says, "it would burn us." I says, "You're pumping it onto me for 9 hours."
Jesus.
Fuck that. And see, I was just like, it's fucking mental. It's just you seem to be very laid back, like a laid back person. Just and anybody else would lock themselves in the room like and fucking hide in the dark. But as you say, he's worrying. Fucking.
And listen, that's why when I decided to do New York, I thought the amount of people who locks themselves away, the amount of people gives up.
Yeah.
I says, if I can help one person or 10 people that gets told, I know the way I felt that Thursday evening or Friday evening.
Yeah.
So if I can help one person, Jesus, Joe Gibbons had cancer. He come through it, he beat it. That was the reason I went kind of public with it, like.
Yeah.
And what about like mentally and stuff? Like, see, like even before the New York, like how was your head or whatever? Like that must have been tough.
Well, I suppose once I got started with the chemo, then like you were dreading every 18 weeks, every 3 weeks, and you were bad form, middling form,
Yeah.
and then a full week of good form, and just dreading the following week
As you were going to get chemo.
because you were going to get chemo, and you knew it was like it was 21 steroids for. It was good crack.
Are you eating them, let's say?
For 3 days, like you'd be on a dose of tablets. Like.
Jesus.
But listen, we battered on, we got through it. Suppose the missus and the boys, the farm was a big part. I only missed 1 day in the farm and the whole 18. You know what I mean? So even though I wasn't doing a whole lot, I was still keeping the mind busy.
That's,
Me, I think that's what you're getting at.
yeah.
That's the main thing.
Because I think a lot, as you say, people that get that kind of news or whatever's going through something like that, locking themselves away like that would probably like fucking.
Gives you time to think.
I wasn't busy, nor I wasn't able to do a whole lot, but I was out every single day doing some wee thing. You know what I
And
mean?
what about the family? How did it affect you in the family? You have 2 young boys, have you?
2 wee boys there. And suppose they were a wee bit young. You know what I mean? They're still only 9 and 7. But Susanna was a hospice nurse.
Oh, was she?
So
Jesus Christ.
you couldn't really make that story up.
Yeah.
She knew what could happen. Whereas I was naive as what I was that Friday evening when I was told. So suppose it was tough.
Must have been tough for her. Like.
Tough on hers, right?
You know what I mean? She done
She
enough.
did every day kind of job.
She done enough for for the 2 of us.
She's seen it firsthand, like.
You know, so
And how was she or what? Because that's like fuck me, like.
listen, she's coped and she's, as I say, we're both out the other side and she's still.
She has the professional side of it too, so she knows how to. But it's different when it's her husband. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But it's probably a big help for you too, but
Aye.
strength, like, because someone that doesn't know anything about it as well is probably tougher, like.
Aye, well, I didn't know nothing about it.
No. Did it change your perspective and outlook in life?
Definitely.
Definitely. 100%.
100%.
Towards Wayne's, towards your children, towards more love.
But that's how I keep getting at. You seem like a laid back person anyway, already as it is.
Aye, but like I would have been very much saving and thinking in 40 years' time and 50 years' time. Like I was in New York. I'm going to Dubai at the end of this year.
You're kind of love for now.
Love life, boys, because
It's
if they're way up above, we're all in a queue, even though nobody knows where they're at.
Yeah.
No,
I always think in that Facebook post of all the people standing in the queue,
it is.
we're all in there, but we just don't know where.
I hear people chat about pensions, pension this and pension that. The more people you get their pension age, and they fucking get bad news or die or something like that. So it is love for now. Yeah, that's a good fucking point. Like.
But did you before all that were you like that anyway about life?
I would have been fairly laid back, yeah. But I would have been. I'm still a wee bit like you go back into your old habits again, believe it or not. Like I'm probably more uptight now again than what I was this time last year.
Yeah, right.
You know, but sometimes you have to say,
Hold on a minute.
hold on here a minute, like, you know.
Can you see it a lot? Can you see life a lot clearer now, though? Without, because I wouldn't even like to think what you went through that Thursday, or Friday.
I think the biggest emotion I had, other than that Friday evening, was when I crossed the finish line in New York.
Was it? I would say I was.
Thankfully, there was nobody there to see it.
Was there not?
Nah, because when you go through the finish line, there's all cordoned off. The only people who could see it was athletes.
All right.
Oh, you broke down, did you?
I was just a bit of a mess. Sorry.
Who was over at it?
Sore legs and sore arms and
Sore heart.
sore heart.
Who was over with you?
Paul Rogers and Geraldine. And Paul are in class.
Oh, Paul, was it?
And Tommy Duddy and Louise Duddy, they're next door neighbours, and me and Susanna.
Oh, yeah.
How did you come on when you seen her? I would say you were.
No, we were recomposed then.
All right.
Starting, no, well, probably wasn't. I was going to say starting to walk normal again. It took me about an hour to walk 5 minutes.
Did it?
Say it was tight.
You
Hey?
put me completely off this marathon question. I'll stick to the 5Ks.
But hey, honest to God, that's like to talk to you now. That's fucking amazing. Like that's unbelievable. And what about now? How are you now, or what's the crack here? Or are you just
Checkups again for maintenance drug every 2 months. So it's a drop for about 5 hours.
5 hours.
And that's every 2 months for 2 years.
is that just to keep on top of things or whatever? Or just
It's called immunotherapy. It's a new thing, seemingly, that
Is it?
basically keeps the cancer sleeping longer.
that's mental. You just said that too. How much like medications come along, like just stuff like that.
It's what was I going to say there? No, because I heard people saying it's not the cancer doesn't go away. Because you hear one's all the cancer's back. It never went away. It was always there. It just flares up. Is that
No,
correct?
there's different cancers, obviously.
Aye,
They don't
always
go
there,
away.
there.
You know what I mean? It's the form of cancer I have. Basically, they put it to sleep. You know, there's people out there, I know a load of people has the exact same thing as me. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm cured. As far as they're concerned, they're cured.
Yeah.
But they've got the same news as me, like it's in remission.
I see the chemo. Long after the chemo, do you start getting your energy back and all that, you know? Or is it a while?
I finished chemo with November. Had it in my own head that I was going to start running again in January. So I just started gradually. I remember going back on the New Mill Road for my first 12k and thinking, how am I ever going to run a marathon? You know, the sweat riling up me. And then as you get out of shape again, then like even the last day I was going on, and I says, Peter Donnell, this is, here we are, 12 months on, we're starting to get back into shape again. You know what I mean? Like, but
mentally, head, like it's
a lot of it's in the head.
Right.
A lot of it's in the head.
You're right to keep yourself busy, anyway, whenever you are. And if anybody, I think that's a main one, because that would fucking, if the head's not right, like you're,
Sorry, fucking
what
phone.
would fucking out unprofessional.
Blasting phone or what's it?
I have to cut that too. Eh?
Cut it fucking out. Burn that phone too while you're at it.
Hey, when you did do the marathon, you raised a lot of money.
That was, I suppose, Martin Goldrick and Curry's has to get the credit for that, because he had my head fried about raising money for charity, and I didn't really want the extra pressure.
Yeah.
Because when you start raising money, you got to make the start line. And that was my biggest fear,
Yeah.
of not making the start line. So anyway, he talked me into it, and I got Pieta House, which was a charity close to my heart, and Cancer Care Northwest, who is a counselling charity.
Yeah.
They were the two I picked. Listen, you could pick any charity, you know. What I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
But I thought 1,000 or two max. Thought it'd start 400 or 500. Absolutely mental.
26,500.
26 and a half or 27,000.
That's amazing.
Absolutely crazy. But that wasn't down to me. That was down to the generosity of people in
Jesus
Donegal
Christ.
and all over the world.
It's a mad story, in fairness, like.
But that's a lot of money, like that's.
Just laughing. Just when I said that about raising money all over the world, there was a woman. I went to ask a woman for directions at the marathon, and she says, "Oh, you're from Ireland?" And I says, "Aye." "Oh, I'm from Roscommon." She says, "Do you know a Gibbons boy that's running the marathon?"
Shut up, that was you.
And I says, "That's me." And she says, "I'm cousins of your cousins." I said, "What is the chances I walk up to some random person who was standing in the expo?"
And you asked for that's fucking crazy.
It just shows you, you know. But it was just the fact that she come up then as one of the donators. I just thought to myself, oh, what a small world. Like.
I know. Fucking. What was I going to say there?
It's some buzz though. Like, see, whenever you think back to yourself, how much you've gave to that charity.
As I say, not alone the money of hopefully helping people that way.
The awareness.
The awareness is what I wanted to get out of it.
Yeah.
You know, that gunk that people get and is going to get, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, it's getting more common. What is it? Is it their food? Is it their phones? What is it? You know, but there's people out there who's going to get the gunk tomorrow or get the gunk next year.
That's it.
And it's just, as I say, that's why I'm up with you two legends.
Big shout out to the legends.
I done a fundraiser for my cousin Mark, who had cystic fibrosis, and I raised 15,000 or something for him. But when I was going through the fundraiser, I honestly realised that I'm more doing it for awareness than I am for money. And that's a big thing. Like, I think awareness is just...
Yeah.
It hit me. I was on Highland Radio with Greg Hughes one day, and he was asking me about it, and I was like, do you know what? It's to get on and talk about it, you know, rather than raising money for it.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I would say helped me. From the minute I was diagnosed, I told everybody.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Problem shared. Problem halved.
Get it out there, the fuck.
Do you think us men's worse for it, though?
Definitely.
Aren't we? Like, not going to your fucking doctor or not talking to somebody or...
Both.
I'll tell you one thing. Once you're out of here, he's checking my ball bag for any lumps.
With my mouth.
What's his mouth? Funny, stop that. We don't do that.
You need double pay tomorrow then.
You're right. I have Monday bag, all the Monday double bubble. Come here. Have you any more marathons planned?
Dublin,
Dublin now in
October.
Jesus.
Strabane half now, and when's that? Middle of May.
How do you find the halves now? Doing the halves now? Aye.
Far more
Enjoyable. And what do you do when you're? Do you do it with people or do you have music in or what?
No, I do it with people.
Aye.
Do people? And what's your best time at a half marathon?
6:77 in Galway last year. So that was 4 weeks before New York. So that gave me a fair wee. They say how you guess your time is you double it and add 10 minutes. So that gives you a rough idea of what your time is going to be like. Now, I wasn't able to do that, but I wasn't far away. Like. I set off to do 4-minute Ks in New York, and I ended up doing 4:03. So
Just that 3 seconds on.
3 seconds a K. That's 42K. Like. So it was right wee bit. It was almost over 3 minutes. Like.
I'm starting to get a stitch.
What's your favorite? What was favorite marathon? New York would it be or
The atmosphere, I'll never ever experience anything like that.
New
The
York?
whole experience. 5 a.m. we left the centre of Manhattan to head to Staten Island. It was like that film where they have to evacuate everybody from they put everybody on the buses.
Aye.
Like 52,000 people to get out of the city to Staten Island at 5 a.m. for a race that doesn't start for 4 hours.
Jesus Christ. It must
You
be
get off the
massive,
bus
massive.
at 5:30, and then that was the hardest part. You have to sit on top of a curb for 3 hours waiting for the race to start.
Fuck's sake.
But then when the race started, it just made up for it.
Wild balls.
The atmosphere was like only I knew where Susanna and Tommy and Paul and them was standing. They were about 6 deep at the barrier. Like.
Were they?
They had to ask people to get into the barrier because they were tracking me.
When you were coming near?
Yeah, and that was probably another hard thing with New York rather than other marathons. You can't go by the watch because there's so many high buildings. Your GPS is playing mind tricks with you.
Was it? The Matrix?
So I actually had my 5K markers up in my hand, but you didn't know how you were fixed until you hit every 5K. Like.
Right. Oh, it tells you then when you're reaching 5K. Americans running. Go on, Joe. Go on, Joey.
Were you thinking about the people back home whenever you're doing it? The people that donated money to the.
When I was getting it tight.
Aye, is that kind of what got you?
Because the amount of people had messaged me to say they would be tracking me.
Oh, aye.
And then the tracker was on my Facebook page. And I
Yeah.
thought, these people are watching me here. I can't blow up.
You can't blow out there.
What was the tracker like? Could you actually see where you're moving through or what?
Oh, they could see
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Right.
Fuck.
And then you start getting lumps in the backs of your calves, backs of your hamstrings, and you trying to have a time. And now I didn't tell anybody the time. Only the people that was tuning with me knew.
What time?
I always knew I would finish it once I got to the start line, but I wanted to do a time, like, you know.
And you're just out by.
I got a PB with 16 seconds.
Oh, did you?
Cut it fine, Marty.
Fucking cotton or fine.
Not fucking right. I'm losing weight here, chatting to you. Come here. What would you say to get people onto running? Do you think it's good for your mind, head, everything, or what's
Brilliant.
brilliant?
Mm-hmm.
Losing weight, like for funny, you know.
Got that.
Huh?
I was actually going to say, money, you're top shape there.
Fucking good man, Joe. Joe's our best fucking guest
Must
so
cut
far.
weight off you, like.
Funny did tell me he was going to give me one of them hoodies.
I don't even have one. Me and Park have nothing.
Couch to 5Ks for people that's very unfit.
A lot of people say that. I'm funny be able to do that. I'll move on to half marathon.
Well, you've signed up now.
Three runs done. I'm saying up for half
I'm
marathon.
not even lying. I would love to do something like that. Would you do it, man?
I'll do it with you, man.
When was it, did you say?
The end of
August.
August after your stag.
Stage.
Sure,
No, what we saying? Pete, you did.
he's going to
Oh,
stag
right,
too.
fucking scaredy balls.
There you are, Herbie McDade. 3 more entries.
21K, is it?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know the exact date, but
End of August.
August.
But has your stag do on the 24th of August.
What odds is that?
The sea lice be staying high on me. Unless I'm still off the drink.
Fuck. So where's that? Is that a stupid question? Where's that?
Here in the town.
Starts out Cornwall. Comes back in around the town, into Tesco, out to Polestar, then straight out to Glenswally. Back in and finish at the Aura.
Even the sound of it made me shake.
Sound out the Glen Swally part fucking wrecked me there.
I was right up when you got the test.
I was going welcome him to the dry arch. The back axle went me.
That's a good idea, though, man. I had to get the weight off you.
Stupid sign. Doherty, you're getting cracked.
Hey, I had to get the weight off you, man. Training for
The weight's coming off me.
what?
It is. I was telling you, I was telling you off camera. I did that run. I think it's if I felt the way I did coming onto my last 2K, I'd be a powerful runner.
Do you think it tight, like the first K or first couple of K, it's tight?
Why is that? Because I'm not in the proper zone, is it, Joe?
Heart rate doesn't be up. So when you get your heart rate up to where it should be,
Because
fed
the boys
up
of the
with
watch
stats?
here, I'll be out with Toner. Christopher's a friend of mine's big in the racing. He did 45k mountain run in Alicante, and me and him went out for 6.5 then on the Sunday. He did it on the Saturday. His heart rate was 170.
you call me mad.
He's
He's
definitely
mad.
mad.
He's big shout out to Chris. He's fucking nuts in the bastard head. He says the 60k he did was easier than the 45k over in Alicante because the sun was splitting there. He says the hill that went up, the rough terrain, was 3 times the size of Ergo. But his heart rate was something at 170.
That was Mike's
And
way
we're
after.
conversational running. As in, I don't know, is that what you call it?
I know a fella runs marathons on heart rate, so he'll not look at the time.
See, I'm seeing him weighed videos
Oh,
now.
aye.
That's the way of combating the high buildings,
Aye.
because your heart rate won't change. Whereas he knew what speed he was doing.
I, I see things on TikTok now, obviously, because I'm started a bit of running, zone 2 or zone 1 and all that sort of.
Right?
So you couldn't run a bath.
But I was grand until I got to the Port Bridge. I wasn't getting her tight. I just felt sore here in the
This is
chest.
you started in the Mount Errigal, you're getting tight the
Community centre. And then
Was it Kyle Aero, Maffa? Right? That's
no,
what
I
it was.
don't know. No, I think it was loving. It was that mile night, and then I was coming back in again, and then Andy mentioned going on to the Mount Errigal rather than doing the 6.5k add on, whatever it was. As soon as I got to Mount Errigal, I thought it was my second one, but thought that's too long to get your second one. I was full running. I could have sprinted for fucking miles. That's what I thought, anyway. But I did start sprinting from Glenanny House to the community centre, so I don't know what zone I was on there, but I was in a fucking good zone.
Could you have kept going?
I could have kept going, sure. I was sprinting, full pelt.
I should have added Glen Swally.
That's the end of
Should I-
that's the end of 7k. Like I was sprinting. It's not bad.
Going nowhere?
Hey?
Huh? What do you listen to, Joe, whenever you're running? You listen to music and all when you're running, or what?
Well, most of the time I go out with somebody.
All right. Do you think it's
Me,
easier?
me and Peter O'Donnell will do a lot of the morning.
Peter,
runs.
Peter's
Peter
doing
coming in?
that.
I know Peter.
Peter was in school with me. Yeah.
Do you rather go with somebody or you're
I would have been all when I started running. I always went myself,
Aye.
but now it's far easier. You're the prime example. You said the last night you'd have took the shortcut.
Aye.
If there's somebody there, if you're meeting somebody,
Yeah,
else
he
there-
says to me, "Go on ahead." I was thinking about I have a lamb up in the shade, and I have to go get it, and I'm not even a farmer. That's you want to see the things I was thinking. Oh, my back snapped there. I have to go. This is my head was fucked, and then I got to Mount Errigal, then I was ready to.
But if
boogie.
you have to meet somebody at 6 o'clock, whether it's morning or night,
You're going to let them down if you don't go.
especially if it's the morning, you're waking up and you hear the rain battering,
Oh,
thinking, no, I'll just sleep
That's
on.
up to get up there, aye.
You know what I mean? Whereas if you're meeting somebody, you're more inclined to be there.
That's true, but me and you'll start running, Maffa.
Hmm.
We'll do that half marathon.
Oh, I'm running already, kid.
You don't want to run with dog, and you need to take a heart
I've,
attack.
I've fucking nearly 20k done now this last week.
I met him a few times.
Thanks. Joe.
Was he in the car?
Barrow.
Why is that me the night, boss? Hmm?
Do you run about the town? Do you run around the town?
Most of the time,
Wow.
most of the time.
Because it's lit up, like you would know now. You get knocked down by.
Oh, cut that chap. Do not keep it on. Fuck him. Oh,
I'm
jeez.
listening to see if that's cut.
That'll be cut.
It's fucking true, like.
That'll be cut. Jesus.
Oh, it's got that, man. Joe, a bit of advice on the side of, as you said, lumps and all that. What would you advise to people out there that just don't, or as I said to you before, stubborn men? They just don't want to fucking do anything. Go get checked and
Even you don't have lumps.
go get checked.
I don't think I had a lump.
I know. I just texted all there to get me checked on the fuck.
You want to get that forehead checked? Cut that bark chap.
That's just fucking acne from the smell of your breath.
I was going to share
My
this.
back is on fire.
I hate that video, sir.
It's the fire.
Funny. Katrina's up in the room, hard freezing. That must be
All the radio turned off.
See, you dirty champ. You're getting bastard my head, sir.
Oh, stop.
Keep that part on. It's good to laugh, Joe, too. I think laughing's fucking great, sir. 'Cause I have a
that's
hard
good
on
there.
now.
That. But it's that kind of laughing there you need to do, Sham.
I see that teary
Oh,
man.
teary man.
Running down like a...
That's good there. Oh, fuck.
That's good there. Look at that, sir. Why do you need to go to
So
the
probably
doctor?
that bad. I don't think.
Fuck me. Just go get checked. Is that what you reckon, Joe? Go and fucking get checked.
And if
Get your
you-
bloods done regularly. And...
Worst case, if anything does happen, there's life after chemo. That's my
That's
message.
something. Because I'd be scared to go down and somebody say the big C word. I'd fold like a Mars bar in a radiator. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm being serious. Like, it'd be fucking scary. Like, definitely.
But as you say, so you're fucking living proof, like,
Mm-hmm.
that there's life after, but
And talk about it.
I'm talking
You know
about
what I
it.
mean? There's no point sitting worrying about it. I know it's easier said than done, but
Exactly, yeah.
Because we actually try and push that, and anyway at all, like even men's health and anything at all, just men stubborn bastards, like, and if you find something or think there's something wrong, you wouldn't go and get it checked.
I'd say you two boys wouldn't worry about it while the other.
We try not to, because we're big believers on, you keep your head right, you'll be alright. And as you say, talk, like if there's fucking anything wrong, and talk to people. And do you know what, on that lady, see, when we started this, we had Chris Redhead come on, we done like a mental health episode, and he told us his story, like he had a tight fucking time of it, like he had he's big alcoholic. He's only a young fella, like we were only 21 when it happened to him. He's an alcoholic and all, and he had a few suicide attempts, bad mental health and all. That's opened our eyes about everything, like, doesn't it, Mappa?
That's surely.
Because we do read stuff and watch videos and this and that about mental health and all, but see when it's just the same as you tonight there. See when they're sat there saying it for real, it's just so fucking real. And it takes your fucking
The
breath
hairs are
away,
standing my neck there. I thought I had something.
but it's so real, like, because you're not watching the TV, you're on your phone, like.
Well, that's why PETA went into it too. Like,
Yeah.
suicides, unfortunately, we all know somebody, like, and it's
It's fucking mad.
long-term solution to, isn't it? Short-term problem.
That's up there.
know, it's-
Unfortunately, it's fucking rife at the minute again.
Unfortunately, but again, it's nearly the same thing. Talk. You know what I
Talk
mean?
is right,
I know it doesn't always help, but
That's why we like talking and fucking laughing. I think it's this main part of the podcast. To be fair, like
That's the main reason we started, to be fair, because we do want like men to talk, but we want to show people that
see,
if you
like
do need a
this,
bit of help, go fucking get it.
but like this is a serious one. But you need laughing at it too. Like people think, "The boys can't be serious." At all, we can be serious.
But you need laughter. Fuck, you need laughter and everything. I think it's such a big help. But we love talking. We love opening up. We love talking to anybody about anything, like, because it's fucking. You don't understand how much relief it is if you are having problems and you
You get to
talk to
about
somebody.
it,
It's like fucking blowing your load, or Jesus,
Blowing
Laura,
your
cut
load.
that shit.
he's trying to stay serious there for a minute, didn't he?
Sometimes it happens, and we have a disorder called threats.
No, you have a disorder called threats.
Come here. If you could change anything about the world, what would you change? Big question.
Put the countdown condrumbler music on that ship.
Dun, 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 dun.
Honestly, at this moment in time,
Aye.
politics.
Oh, great man.
That's a good one. That's right. You want to get frostbite on me? Call him back. Call him back.
Hey, what about politics? Everything. It's fucking shambles. Sir.
And it's not just in this country.
It's everywhere.
You know what I mean?
We should
You
do
want
it.
to know one of them? Is any of them telling the truth? Like,
No, that's what I mean.
you know, you
They're all
put
rubbing
on them. We only think we're bad. Like, them boys are nuts.
I know
Why
what.
should you?
They'd end the world from the bottom. You know,
Biden. Sure, Trump, biggest head case in the world.
biggest head cases.
What do you think of the Irish politicians? Come you back.
Are we still online?
I'll say what you want. Fuck them.
24-hour podcast. Hustling at tomorrow morning, chatting about Leo Varadkar.
Spit roasting his husband.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid we haven't got all night right now.
You think
know,
people have enough to fucking worry about, like?
Exactly. And they're throwing millions at Ukrainians coming into the country, and Donegal, their houses falling around people.
That's another one.
You know,
Got that.
Fuck them. As you say about houses falling around the country, like, I was
That's a
actually-
mad one.
like,
you know, but listen, you can go on. That's only the tip of the iceberg. Like.
But they're all rubbing
But
one
someone,
another's back.
someone actually said one time, I don't know if it was on this or on the radio or whatever, but if there was a fucking hurricane or earthquake just up in here, there'd be people flying in from all over to help people here.
Mm.
So what the fuck do them people need to do? Houses are falling around them. And I'd delivered to a place anyway, and there's these two beautiful 2-story houses that are getting demolished last week here. And that, I don't even know the people living it, but see driving past her, broke my heart looking at it.
Tight, sir.
Yep.
It's a fucking, and I wouldn't even like to think what people's going through, like, because it's just disgusting.
It's red tape too. A lot of it's red tape. Like.
That's,
You know, you can tumble your house and you can put up a new house. Why have you to fight for
I know.
absolutely everything?
Everything you have to
You
fight
know what I
for.
mean?
that's.
Then they're throwing the money, then fucking paying for everybody
Sure,
else.
what about the elections now? And they come around there banging on your door.
They'll promise you the sun, the star, and the moon again. They'll probably mention the bridge. The link, the link,
It'll go up.
the link bridge. Like.
Mm.
Sure, it was going to be built after the last election.
Still not fucking.
As you said, we could be here. We could be here all night. We asked our guest Joe coming on a couple of questions. Favorite movie to watch?
The Hangover.
Oh, hey, good one, boy.
Never heard that one on here
Never had
before.
on actually before.
I was pretty fan of the Butcher Boy as well.
Class.
We shout out there the legal day.
Class.
Oh, the Butcher Boy. Hey, go on, Lee.
That's a class fucking show. Eh?
It is a class show.
Who's Legal Day?
Legal Day.
Kilday's Butcher.
Kilday's
Was
Butchers.
it?
Mm.
It's,
Butcher.
It's I think it's the Butcher Boy is the only film that shovels McFadden. You know, Christopher.
Oh, aye.
Christopher went to the cinema. It was the only film he never fell asleep watching.
Shovels. Any other movie? Second movie?
Give us another one.
I give you two.
Hangover 1,
You
2,
did give
3.
it to me, you did give it to me.
Hangover 1, 2, 3.
What about a takeaway? Do you drink?
Sociable.
Sociable drinking. If you were dirty old hangover and you were lying on the couch, what would you get for a
Watching the
takeaway?
Butcher Boy too.
You would have takeaway. Have to be a big dirty chicken and chips.
Chicken and chips.
Right away, like, what do you mean? Like a snack box?
I think I'm quite fond of Charlie's there.
Charlie's? Chicken chip and the salt and vinegar dropping.
Hanging off them.
Oh, the fuck, they need to be drenched in salt and
The
vinegar.
rounds and salt and vinegar. Hey. Do you know what I had about
Batters
tonight
rounds and
coming on
chip
from
wax.
the swamp pool in Derry is Brady's.
Never heard of.
You ever eaten Brady's takeaways branches? It's coming on the Bridge End Road and got it, hey. But it was £26 for
Your meal alone?
me, Aisling and the two Waynes. But you could have fed Joey's auntie,
Oh,
the neighbour across the road there, with a stumpy leg. And
oh God.
I'm only joking, like I'm only joking. But hey, wild bite date, sir. But there wasn't enough salt and vinegar in it. Needs to be dropping like a fucking candle.
Why is C2 just on about him things, right? I went to buy a fire stick. Do you work in Curry's actually?
Put it up there.
Put up there, Park Spots, sir.
Cut that.
€80 for one of them fire sticks. The top of the range ones. £35 is man.
Shopping.
That's mental. I went on this man and got one. The exact same. 35. It's just nearly half price.
It was
Isn't it?
all your films, not in Sterling.
All Northern films. Katrina actually said that to me. You know, will that work out here?
put up the thing. What do you call it?
What?
The translator at the bottom was all in Sterling.
What?
Subtitles because it's all in Sterling. I don't understand that movie, Katrina. Aye.
I'm actually.
Chicken and chips, that's a fucking rare one, fairness.
Would you better
I'm
agree?
celiac, you see. Can't eat a lot of batter.
Aye.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
eat batter.
You're celiac too? Jesus.
And we only got told that in October. That's hard work.
Is it hard work?
You're right. No crisps,
Oh,
no biscuits,
You'd
no
be-
bread.
What if you took your crush? You shit yourself. Sore stomach, isn't it?
So we're still would be a more polite way
Stomach
to
rattled, is it? Right enough, you took a bag of crisps.
Hmm.
I must be celiac. Ken.
I'd say half the country is.
You couldn't eat crisp, Maffa. You and I should line up with wine, a 6-pack of crisps.
I don't drink anymore, Maffa. I'm one of you. Eh? And come here, what's your favourite flavoured Pringle? That's Mark that off because he's trying to Chris.
Spat me.
Gluten flavour.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You can't eat Pringles.
O'Donnell's Chris all the way.
They're gluten free. That's right.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Mm.
But before, did you eat Pringles before?
Oh, aye.
What flavour you want?
Depends. Definitely salt and vinegar or sour cream.
Wait, see, the last 3 people on salt and vinegar.
It's very safe.
Salt and vinegar must be the most popular one today.
That we kicked them.
Some vinegar in the butt. You wouldn't get that vinegar at a bag of potato, like.
No.
Don't know.
There's some bang of them.
Nobody really goes for the tater salt and vinegar. Prawn cocktail is lovely too. Do what's nice, Chris? They're like crackers. You get them in Tesco. They're lime and thing flavour. They're fucking unbelievable. They're like prawn crackers. Unbelievable. Forget the fucking flavour of them now, to be fair. I had them last night. They were fucking beautiful.
I think we'll wrap it up at that, folks. For episode 39. How long's that, Park? Oh, I just fucking spot on, boy. You need to start using your board, Park, or you're getting sacked. Or flying,
When he cuts out all the stuff he has to cut.
I don't have
10
very much.
minutes left.
It's not.
What did I see last week?
It was a good podcast.
With you last week, Sean. That'll be here. Keep it all on.
You want to give that mention out? A shout.
First of all, folks, we want to say a massive thank you to Joe for coming on. Appreciate it.
Joe, thanks very much. It's
Such
a great story. And
Such a good story and a good podcast. And
with a good
hopefully,
laugh too.
as you say, if you can help one person, you know what I mean. But amazing story, hey, fucking unbelievable. Like, as I say, it took me. I don't know about you, but it took me a bit back.
It did, surely.
Hearing you saying it, like, it's just fucking like, and it's just amazing that you're fucking walking proof that people can come to the good end of it, you know. But again, we appreciate you coming on and sharing it, and hopefully it does help
Thanks for
people out there.
Thanks for having me.
No bother.
How's it going, folks? We just want to give a big mention out to the Rogers family.
They're actually going through a very tough time at the moment. Patrice was diagnosed last Friday with leukemia, and she's actually down in Galway Hospital right now, getting treatment. And there's actually a GoFundMe page that's up online now. They support the family, Gary, and they've got 4 young children as well. So they're going through a very tough time. If you can, donate a wee bit to the GoFundMe page. We'll fire the link in the description. So if you can, just jump on, click on the link, donate whatever you can.
Something small, something big.
Something small, something big. Help a family out in a tough time. And
Their prayers are needed too.
prayers are needed. And me and Mary just wish them well. And yeah, if you can, folks, click the link and donate what you can.